what's up, y'all? It's your girl Toya Tillett, and I'm back at it. I'm here with another review for Tyler Perry Sistas, Season 5, Episode 7. The title of the episode is Ego Trip. Now, first, before I start the review, I would like to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. I hope you all enjoyed your Thanksgiving today. I most definitely did. So, now we're going to hop right into the review. So, we started off where we left off when Fatima, she knocked at Karen's door. And she asked Miss Lisa, is Zach here? So Miss Lisa, she let her on in. And she complimented her and whatnot. Fatima sat down and Karen, she got started on reading her letter. Now, Karen, she full of attitude. Okay? She's not here for it at all. And I have noticed the fact that people have been commenting a lot about Karen and her attitude with Fatima and the fact that she was real nasty towards Fatima and whatnot, but no one has really commented about how Zach was very nasty to Avery for no reason. Or, what's the reason? Zach, because it's really questionable. Like, you was very much nasty to Aaron. As a matter of fact, you were more nasty to Aaron than Karen was to Fatima, which really, really sets me off by the fact that no one has commented about that. But yet, everybody has something to say about Karen and her attitude. But Zach, he over there looking like he getting ready to shake the table. Okay, shout out to K. Michelle. So I'm just trying to figure out, where is the animosity really coming from, Zach? That's what I need to know. So, back to the review. Karen, she begins to read her letter, and basically she had nothing good to say about Zach. And she feel like Zach is, the reason why she don't like butterflies. Because when she first met him, which was on the train, he got scared of a butterfly that he saw, and he ran and fell on top of her. And ever since then, when she sees butterflies, they're just not beautiful to her anymore. Like, at this point, she's devastated. So, yeah, she's going all into it. The ups and the downs. Talking about how she spent all her money on him. She spent all her money on him and got nothing back. And she just regret all the things that she put up with throughout the 3 years. Now, Karen, I must say, why did you stick around? I must ask, why did you stick around? If you, like, it sounds like to me that this was repetitive. The way you talking. You talking like this was repetitive. Like, this is something that he kept doing. After you kept giving him chance after chance and you waited on him to change. You used the word waited on him to change. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel like you brought this upon yourself because, and I understand that you just trusted a man. We all have been there, or it's still there. But you putting your trust into him. You want to be with him. You want to see you want to see the good in him, and you want it to work. So I can understand you giving him another chance, but chance after chance after chance after chance. Like, clearly you're wasting your time. So, with that being said, I mean, by this point, I'm looking upside your head. More so looking upside his head when it comes down to the whole 3 years of you waiting and waiting for him to change. Like, I know you're not waiting 3 years for someone to change. But, yeah. So, I just feel like, yeah, you did bring that upon yourself, although you do have the right to your feelings. You do have the right to feel the way you feel. I don't hold you you know, I'm not pinning you to a cross all because you you speaking your feelings. And I mean, just because you have nothing good to say about Zach, hey, maybe that's the truth. Okay? Maybe that's the truth. So she's entitled to her truth. So therefore, I'm not trying to make her take accountability for not having nothing good to say about him. Hell, he probably ain't got nothing good to say about her. So anyway, she started reading the letter, and as she was going on, you know, Zach, he really didn't want to hear it. He tried to get up and leave plenty of times. Fatima stopped him. And I forgot to mention, before she started reading the letter, when Fatima first walked in, Fatima sat down and she kissed Zach. Well, she asked Zach, she was like, "You're not going to give me no kiss?" And so they kissed or whatever. And then she let Miss Lisa know that she got a letter of her own, okay? So we're going to get to that part. But anyways, back to the scene. Karen, Zach, he's still trying to leave Fatima. She's stopping him left and right. So, by the time Karen got to the end of the letter, you know, she mentioned that this could possibly be your baby, although I want to be done with you. And I don't want to have nothing to do with you. But this could possibly be your baby. So, if so, then, I mean, unfortunately, you're gonna be in my life forever. So, and she was like, and I want this to be your baby. I know this is your baby, and I want you, but then again, I don't want you. And it was just like, Karen, her feelings is all topsy-turvy when it comes down to Zach. And I feel like she have a emotional way of expressing it, unlike Zach. Because I do feel like Zach is in his feelings just as well as Karen. Zach just not, you know, men aren't necessarily an emotional being more so as women. And, well, most of them, I will say. But, Zach, I feel like he's in his feelings just as well. And he's over there mad at Avery for no reason, the same way Karen mad at Fatima for no reason. You know, like, I feel like neither one of them like to see each other move on. Although they know that they're toxic for each other, so they know they can't be together. But at the same time, it is hard it seems like to me that it is hard for Karen to watch Zach move on just as well as it's hard for Zach to watch Karen move on. Because the animosity is clear. The animosity is very much clear. Like, it's right in our face. So, that's why I say that's the way I look at it. But, anyways, so, whenever Karen finishes up with the letter, she bought the paper up and she was like, "That's all I want to say. I'm done." So, honestly, I don't even know if she completed the letter. I don't know, you know, if she had more written down and just didn't want to say it or whatnot. But, honestly, I feel like this. I feel like all of this served no purpose at all. I don't feel like they got anywhere. Fatima, she's basically trying to get some straightening with Karen, telling her that I understand your feelings and I understand that you still love Zach and all these. But I also need you to understand that he have moved on and he's my man now. Okay? And so I'm just like, I get that you're trying to clear that up and everything. I understand you making that a point, being that you have basically sold your home to go move in with this man, and you trusting him on 10 right now. So I understand why you feel like, okay, I need answers, I need statements, I need it all. I understand that. But I need you to have that same energy with Zach, because um clearly it's questionable with the animosity that he's holding in for Aaron, that he's letting out. I'd rather say that he's letting out for Aaron. That animosity is questionable for Tima. So I feel like just as well as you need Karen to understand that y'all, like, that her and Zach is over with now and he have moved on. I feel like you need to just as well make Zach understand that. Because it seemed like to me he getting confused a little bit, you know. Because why would you get mad at Aaron just for telling Karen that he can show her how a healthy relationship feels? He can provide that for her. Okay, so when he said that, Zach was ready to jump over the table. Talking about, oh really? Man, ain't you the same dude your wife just offed herself in her salon right in front of her? I'm like, and so Aaron was like, man, I'm talking to Karen. Zach was like, and I'm talking to you. Like, he was ready to jump on Aaron. And I'm like, why is he ready to fight this man? What for? If you done moved on, what's up? And so, another thing, I'm going to need Zach to stop bringing up the fact that that lady offed herself. Because that is a really, really, really disturbing situation. And I just feel like that's not even, that's a low blow, basically. That's a very low blow. And it's so low to the point where it really, it make you it make you seem very disgusting when you do that. So please stop that, cut that out. Find another way to shade Aaron, and not with study bringing up the fact that his wife, unalived herself. Because, that's a terrible thing to have to even go through, especially being that this woman have children that now have to suffer from that. So please stop bringing that up, because it's not funny, Zach. But anyways, so whole time Fatima, she's sitting beside her man, by the time Karen finished up, she asked Zach, Miss Lisa asked Zach, did he have anything that he wanted to say? Zach said no. And I'm like, why not? Speak up, brother, because I'm sure you the way you over there acting, like, literally, the way you're over there sitting tight, looking like you can't even breathe, you got a whole lot to say. But you just ain't trying to say it, which I understand, because I honestly feel like right now ain't the time to be even doing any of these. So, where we at now? So, Abram, he said he decided he had something to say. So he told Karen, he was like, I know this is tough for you and all of this in here, but I can show you what a real man's supposed to be like, this and that. So, after that, Fatima, she decided she wanted to talk. So Fatima, that's when Fatima had let Miss Lisa know all about Karen and her shenanigans. Okay, telling Miss Lisa how Karen had been pulling up at the house looking for Zach. How Karen just doing too much. Done called her phone, calling her bitch. Okay, and told her straight up that look, that word means war. Okay? Yes. So unless you wanna really, really go there, like seriously, unless you want to take it there, Karen, you might not want to ever call me that again. So she had to let Miss Lisa know. And Miss Lisa told Karen that she was wrong for that. And so she asked Karen to apologize to Fatima, but y'all know was none of that going on. So as Fatima was talking, Karen told her that she has basically she have worn out her welcome. She had worn out her welcome, and it's time for her to get the fuck out of her house. Is what she told all of them. She told all of them to get up out of the house. And so she went and stormed inside of her room. After that, Zach, he stood up, talking about going to look at Avery, talking about some, you happy now? You happy? Congratulations. I'm like, Zach is really bothered with Avery. For what reason, though? So he got up and he gonna ask Miss Lisa. He was like, okay, whose idea was this? And she was like, mine. I know my daughter. And so Zach said, okay, well, you and him, I mean, you can go do that. You can go be miserable with you and your daughter, whatever the hell he said. But he said, look, can we go? And I'm like, why would you even ask Miss Lisa, can you go? Whenever Karen, the head of this household, has already told you to get the fuck out. So why is you even asking her, can you go? But anyway, so him and Fatima left. But before they left, Fatima had to let Miss Lisa know that, you know, Karen looking to have a mama like her. And she also was trying to get some dates. And I'm like, if you're trying to get the date on when Zach last stuck his penis inside of Karen's coochie, why you won't think of the day whenever y'all was in the grocery store when you rolled up on the other girls talking about it when you was with Zach? Yeah. You rolled up on them whenever they was talking to Karen about it. Talking about how Zach just had her pinned up against the wall. So you doing all this talking about you can count back 11 days from 10 days and blase. You basically giving yourself away, because I'm sure Miss Lisa is grown enough and wise enough to know that you've been pregnant before. Because how else do you know this information? I can't even get it out. How else do you know this information, ma'am? You have not went to nursing school, or you have not studied to be an OBGYN or anything like that. So how else do you know this information unless you just, done did your research real good and you just, smart like that. But I'm pretty sure Miss Lisa read between the lines. Because, you was very specific. So, instead of giving yourself away like that, Fatima, you really you could supply all of them with the date on when Zach last put his penis inside of Karen. Because you was there and heard it with your own 2 ears. And you also, y'all also got into it about it. So, when the last time it happened, the dates. And if Avery and Zach telling you that it happened in the same week, hell, just put 2 and 2 together. I just don't even understand why we even searching for the dates so hard, especially whenever Karen has already been to the doctor. If she have already seen the doctor, Why haven't she got dates? Why is we still waiting on dates? Anyways, y'all, I done hung up this damn thing for 20 minutes. Let's move on to Gary and Hayden. They sitting at the bar. And basically, Gary, he betting on Andy. And Hayden, he up there lying on Fatima as always. So, after they talk, they brung up Robin or whatever. Basically plotting up some scheme that I'm pretty sure it's not gonna work. And after that, Gary, he left to go see Andy. So, meanwhile, Q, he over there turning Maurice's house into a trap spot. He got powder laid out all on the table, drugs. He got girls, people, guests up in there stealing. It's a lot going on. Look, I ain't writing any notes, so I'm trying to think about what was going on. I'm trying to think about what I saw. But, y'all, Q, he got a lot going on. Somebody done walked the microwave out of there. Somebody done walked the TV out. Like, it's a lot. And I'm like, what's going on? And why aren't any of these people talking? Shit. That's why I'm kind of confused. I'm like, Tyler Perry didn't give not one of these guests, not one of these extras. He didn't give one of them at least a 2-word line. You know, just to make the shit seem a little bit normal in real life feeling. Like, it felt weird to watch Calvin running around yelling at a group of people that was not even speaking back to him. And I'm just like, what is going on? Yeah, I'm cracking myself up. I'm like, what is going on? So, whenever he finally got the people out of there, and Calvin was like, "Dizzy bitches." So, he walked over there to Q and told Q, he was like, "Look, I'm sick of your shit. You have to get the fuck up out of here." Now, he know Q ain't going nowhere. Then he look over, he noticed that the TV on. He like, what happened to the TV? Q say, I done smoked it up. So Q done smoked up the TV and everything else. And then next thing you know, Kevin walked inside his room, noticed that his door was unlocked. So he know Q had already been in there. And so he like, my golf clubs is missing. And Q was like, I smoked them up too. And then Q had the nerve to say, I left you one of them. So, by this time, I'm thinking Kevin's finna call the police or do something. And I'm like, Kevin didn't do anything but make a big fuss about it and then go storm to his room. And I'm like, okay. That one golf club that you left me, about to be upside your damn head in a minute. That's what I would have been. Shh, baby. I would have been beating the hell out of Q with that golf club. He'd have to call the police on me by the end of the night. Because I'm just like, I'm sick of this storyline with Q and Kevin, and I really wish it would end. But anyway, now back at Fatima's, her and Zach is getting ready for bed, and Zach noticed that she had been quiet ever since they left Karen's. So they talk about it and whatnot, and she mentioned, like, she made an example. She was like, okay, she believed Karen. She believed that Karen invested in him and spent all her money on him. And, you know, she basically invested in him on a much larger return that she didn't get. And just like I forgot to mention in the beginning at Karen's house, Zach mentioned to Karen that she was only stating all the bad things about him and not the good things. The fact that he actually wanted to help her out, and he felt bad that he could not provide, and that when he did come up, he gave her $75,000. And Karen told him that's not enough. Same thing I said. Hell, same thing Fatima just said. Even Fatima agreed with that. Because look, listen. The same example Fatima, I'm going to use Fatima's example. She told Zach, relationships are an investment. Think of it like you playing the slot machine. And you're putting all of your money inside of this slot machine, hoping to get a larger return, right? So you spend years and years and years playing this slot machine, putting your money in, putting all your money into this machine, right? And then the minute you get up, somebody else come, sit at that very same machine, put their money in for the first time, and then don't want all of your money. All of the money that was supposed to be for you. Right? That's the example that that's the example that Fatima explained to Zach. And I look at it the same way as with that $75,000. I look at it the same way with that $75,000. Because hold on. Karen said that $75,000 was not enough, right? And this is why I agree with her. Because we're going to look at the same example Fatima gave to Zach. Okay. You at this slot machine, right? And for years and years and years, you putting all your money into this slot machine, right? After you count all the money you have put into that slot machine after all those years that you've been playing, it equals to $75,000. Right? Okay. So, let's say you finally, one day you put your money in, and now you finally win your $75,000. You finally win $75,000, right? So, honestly, you have not won anything. All you did was get your money back. All the money that you have been spending in this slot machine for all these years, you have finally got it back. But you did not get a larger return after you've been investing and like Fatima said. You think she was doing all that investing in you to get her money back? Yeah. To get $75,000 back? No. She saw a bigger picture. And that picture has now shattered. So it's the same way. That slot machine scenario that Fatima used, I feel the same way about that $75,000. That's the same way I feel about that $75,000. So know that was not enough. You was only giving her money back. You still didn't give her anything. You just paid her back what she gave you. So, now, back at Karen's house, y'all. After Miss Lisa done started all of this mess, all of this nonsense, I'd rather call it. She got the nerve to walk inside of Karen's room and ask her if she alright. Miss Lisa, can't you see she in tears? No, she's not alright. That's why you should have kept the people up at her house. Like she told you in the first place that, look, the doctor said that I don't need to stress. Well, that means that I don't need to stress at all. If I can't go to the shop and go make my money, what makes you think I want to sit inside of these 3 people's face that's been stressing me the whole time? Like, and I'm not trying to make no justification for Karen either. Because Karen, she got her wrong. Trust and believe. But I'm just saying. Like, I'm going to say this. A lot of people want to make it seem like this girl wasn't trying to move on. Because a lot of people I hear a lot of people saying, basically she needs to move on. She needs to move on. She's causing this upon herself. She's causing this upon herself. Of course she is. I agree. But at the same time, it might not be that easy for her to just move on. She have tried to move on. And honestly, I agree with Miss Lisa when she told her that Aaron seems too good to be true. And that's probably why it's so hard for her to officially move on. It probably ain't got nothing to do with it. It's probably the fact that, you know, she don't want to feel that feeling of hurt anymore, that feeling of disappointment after she have trusted this man, you know, into her heart the way she did that. And just like in the beginning with Zach, she said that, you know, Zach was a lot like Aaron in the beginning, but then things started to change. So clearly, you know, excuse me. So she don't, you know, she sees signs. So of course that's gonna make a person halt, you know, or come to a pause, you know, just for a moment, and, you know, try to make sure that this is for sure before they fall right in, because they don't want to keep on repeating the same thing and getting the same result, because then they're just insane. So, now we see Danni, y'all. Last but not least, the last scene of the night. Danni and the pervert, the creep, the Vienna sausage. Yeah. She still fiddling around with him in her apartment. And it looked like a struggle. It looked like just ill itself. Ill. So, she said her phone was ringing, so she got up. And she went to the bathroom. She called Andy. Now, Andy, she over there waiting on Gary, because remember, Gary, he on his way from the bar. So, Gary told Danni, look, you need to call Kristen and get that man up out your house. Stop picking up these strays. Danni talking about, I'm just trying to have a hot girl summer. I'm like, girl, when is this hot girl summer? When the season gonna change? When is the winter time gonna be here? What's after summer? The fall. When is the fall time gonna get here? How long is hot girl summer gonna last? Because I'm sick of it. This hot girl summer done took you down the wrong road, then, and we about to get there in a minute. So, Andy I mean, Danny told Andy she's not about to call Preston. That Preston can go marry that girl if he wants to. And Andy hung up the phone with her because Gary had them pulled up. And by the time Danny went back out there, oh dude, he laying on the bed looking all stank. Talking about some, ooh, hey, sexy. She said, did you just call me Susie? He said, no, I said sexy. Yeah, that done tripped me out. So she get back over there. She acted like she barely even wanted to touch him. So I don't even understand why she was even doing all of this. Because this is not giving hot girl something. It's not. Like, girl, I mean, maybe if he was out buying you a Birkin bag or something like that, then maybe, yeah, that'll be giving hot girl something. But this ain't giving no hot girl something, child. So please cut it out. And so she climbing all up on top of him, barely want to touch him. And I'm sure he stank. So she went on and told him, look, this ain't even what I'm looking for. Like, I'm good. I'm straight. You can go home. So the pervert got mad and got the nerve to call her a bitch. Talking about all y'all bees the same. Bees? Yeah, so that's when Danny was like, could you at least let me tell you what's going on? And he said, and turned back around and started back getting dressed, putting on his clothes so he can leave. Because she had done told him to get the fuck out of my house after he done called her a bee. That's why I'm like, why was you even trying to explain? But then I seen where she was going with things. So she had to lead this up real quick. She's talking about, you know what your problem is? You can't, yeah. And, those 3 inches that you have, I mean, if it's even 3 inches, you shouldn't even call that no dick, okay? Because you can't even fit a condom on it. You probably should go and get you some of those little kitty balloons. Yeah, the ones that you can wrap up and make, out of little toy animals and stuff. I was like, look, Danny was lighting his ass up, okay? He couldn't take no more. He told her, well, why don't you lick it then, bitch? And had done smacked the fuck out of her. I was like, and y'all, I'm sorry I didn't warn y'all that I was going to be, yes, talking about domestic abuse, domestic violence. I apologize for the ones that, that's listening because I didn't warn you. But, yeah, he slapped Danny all the way to the back of her bed. She fell on her bed, face first. Okay? And I'm like, ooh, Danny. That's why you should have left him at the airport with his drunk ass baby mama. I told you to send them on by their way. I'm like, ooh, woo. It reminded me, it kind of put me in the mind of the scene with Maurice and Alonzo, that time outside of Sabrina's bank. Whenever he got beat up by Alonzo and had to get rushed to the hospital. So I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen on the next episode, but I just hope that he don't R-A-P, the rest. Danny. Seriously. Because she is in Andy's office telling Andy that she need a lawyer. And of course, I'm pretty sure she's pressing charges because of the abuse, the assault. But I just hope that he didn't take it no further than that. I hope she called Preston like Andy told her to do. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, y'all can drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this episode. Until then, thank y'all for watching. This is your girl, Toya Telly. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and do so. Also, hit that notification bell button so you know when I come through with more videos. Until next time, I hope y'all have a good night and a great Thanksgiving. Peace.